So look at that sun. I have 1 hour to finish this, otherwise I'll start dying. So let's go. We have this animation. Look, it's looking really nice. So what I'm going to do right now is to put turbo mode and start in betweening all of this stuff super crazy fast. But well, okay, let's finish this first half, which I was supposed to finish on the previous video. But there you go. Takes time. So this video is going to be only in betweening. Only in betweening. No more talking. No more talking. Just sharing with you all the crazy stuff that I do here to in between. So I'm going to in between and also share with you my thought process. My thought process of in betweening, but not telling stories. Because every time that I go to tell stories, I go crazy. So boom. So that ball could start going from there to there in black. There you go. Cool. We have this line here. This line is going to move from there to there. Bam, beautiful. This line is also going to move from there to there. And then here, this eye is going to slowly start opening. Beautiful. I'm always flipping. No, my my iPad is getting out of battery. La concha su madre. Now we start getting slowing down. You see, and I was already getting into the flow of in betweening like crazy. Let me close this thing because it's super hot. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So boom, beautiful. See, it's opening, 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 opening. There you go. That's the feeling that I want to achieve. So these, awesome, 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 beautiful. I will work on that line eventually, the cleanup. But here's good. Let's go fast here. Boom. Should I? No, it's almost not moving, so we don't care about too much these things. Boom. Once I was going to say, the first thing they said, don't tell stories. The ones my little brother told me, you have to animate like if you were playing Call of Duty. You should be super 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 fast. So you have to don't even look at the keyboard and see. I'm only here. I'm only here. And if you can hear the way that I that I press the keys, it's super fast. It's super fast. I'm feeling or try to feel like if I'm playing Call of Duty. Come on, I slow out. Fuck, I look at the keyboard. I failed on everything that I said. There you go. Once you get into the flow, it's like boom, 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 boom. Just drumming like crazy, drumming like crazy, drumming like crazy. Boom, boom. And even your lines, your shoulder aligns with your brain, and you start drawing these beautiful lines. Boom, boom. There you go. What is happening here? What arcs? So I always flip to check. Is like, okay, what arcs we have here? We have these arcs. Okay, cool. Let me focus on this character first. So we need an in between from here to here. Awesome. So I'm going to draw a line here. This volume here. I'm also looking at where is this line ending. There you go. So I keep also those lines consistent. Here this line is getting shorter. Boom, 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 boom. I want that line to make a path, to make an arc there. Bam. See, I'm drawing through. I don't care at this point. I'm drawing through. Doom. I feel this shape could be a bit open there. Then from here to here. From there to there. Awesome. Now what is happening here? This ball is going to inflate here. And then boom, I'm going to start going that way. And I want to make this line appear from here to there. Awesome. We are in between in Call of Duty mode right now. Super, super, super fast. Because that sun is going to kill me eventually. If I don't get out of here soon. Yeah. And it's interesting. That's why I use the morning to work like crazy. Then the afternoons, I put all my afternoons to create content. Boom, boom. Awesome. I lost a lot of volume on this shape here at the end. Looks like another shape. Let me just copy and paste the same one I have here to this final frame here, up. You know what? Don't tell anyone. Well, we can draw this one. Bam, bam. That extra shitty line. There you go. Bam. Get out of here. Get out of here. Awesome. In between in here, let me see the arc of that arm. Or let me use the shift and trace here. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Bam. Bam. There you go. Bam. What is happening here in this empty space? So the blobs. This blob is going to push that direction. That direction. And this line is going to go up. Yeah, boom, it starts squashing these. Can even be more like this. And this is going to go up like this. And this is going to feel like this. And this is going to start going like this. See? Maybe this could be even more like this. Awesome. Looks even grosser. See how I'm drawing around, drawing through, just to make that feel more volumetric? That's a secret. Es un secreto. Dude, he's burning me. So let's go fast, let's go fast, let's go fast, let's go fast. Bam, bam. I would love to talk on these videos, but for now, we're going to focus on in-betweening, 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 in-betweening. Actually, this line, if I already going like this, I could start going like this. And then going like this. Now, you know what? It's giving me a bad silhouette with the arm. So instead of going up with this blob, I'll start going down. Like melting this blob. There you go. This blob is melting there. Maybe this frame actually comes here. Oopsie. Okay, I have to go back. Okay, so this frame here is going to be this one here. I'm even erasing with my eraser. I'm using the eraser with my shoulder. So yeah, I'll fix all the in-betweens as I move forward. Right now I'm trying to find the flow of all of these shapes. Awesome. Awesome. Here we're making an arc. So guess what? Down, right, down, right. Boom, boom, boom. 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 So see that arc. Damn, bam, up here. Boom. I'm going fast. That's why I'm overusing these shift and trace because I want to go faster. But I'm glad that I was able to show both ways on the previous drawing, just flipping to get to these in-betweens, and this other way, which is using the shift and trace to create these arcs. So if you're in a rush and you need to animate faster, this is the perfect tool for you. And see, I'm only using this black thing and the white thing too. Awesome. Then reset this. Awesome. Bam, bam. See that arc? Bam. Boom, 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 boom. I think this could be a bit down actually. Awesome. Bam. This leg. Bam. Arc. Bam. Bam. I remember when I was doing my mentorship with the 3D mentor that I had, that is the character, the head of character animation from Arcane. He literally, we had like 5 workshops. I did 4. I only did 4. He had like 5 workshops. And the interesting thing is, like, I remember I told him, like, it's impressive. You literally on each workshop, I expected that we will have like different lectures on each workshop, but you literally repeat everything on each one of the workshops. And I can see now why you do that, because those are the only things that we need to level up. Those are the only things to be able to be aware of. He's like laughing, yeah, dude, that's the only thing that's the only thing. That's what I'm giving you, those tools. And yeah, one of the things that he mentioned the most, and that's why I'm very that's why I repeat that super a lot here, is arcs. And he used to say the word roundness. He loved to add roundness in the movement, so everything feels like through the mindset of adding roundness to the movement, we will be able to create arcs as a consequence of having this mindset of adding arcs. And it was really nice. And I haven't put too much attention into the concept of arcs until I had him as a mentor. And now I am applying that in everything, even on these, even on these blobs, on these characters, I'm applying that too. So there you go. You see, we can connect concepts from many different resources, many different mentors, many different mediums. We can learn a lot from each one of those. So here, what the heck is this? Here, let me create an arc like this, and like this. Boomba. I feel I'm going a bit of a straight curve here, so I'm adding more roundness here. See, more roundness. It's really cool to have that concept. Here I'm using the frame of the head here. The head. Boom. Bam. I think the way of I was thinking about this, because dude, this will be the second part of the third part of in between this scene. And I feel like my videos is like a movie, just watching chronological order in the way that I upload these videos, and you'll be able to find like all the main parts, the first part, the second part, the third part of each ones. And just for virality reasons, I like to put crazy names into each one of these videos. So there you go. That's the secret on how to watch these videos. Just watch them in the order that I'm uploading this, and you'll see like all the adventure, how I am documenting all the creation of this short film from scratch, from rigging into animating, and sometimes going into traditional animation too. Awesome. Yes. Ew. Let's play this thing. Beautiful. See that arm moving like in an arc there, going up. That other leg also moving up in an arc. Everything is having an arc, so it doesn't look like linear. It doesn't look linear and even like an in between that a computer will give us, but instead looks super fluid with different timings also. There you go. We have the main half of this animation, and now we're going to the crazy stuff. So this is the main half. Look at that blob here. It's like wop, 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 wop. That's amazing. That's amazing. Now here, let's go to the other half, which is this dude turning and then boom, getting together next to each other. And the way that I want this to in between these two. Okay, what the heck is this frame? Are these the same? Huh? Yeah, but this is the new one. What the heck was that? So these and these. So yeah, this frame, I don't need it anymore. This is the old one. A little bit of organization, please, Henry. This is the old one. So actually our animation ends here and I need in between. Okay, this is the main key. These are all in-betweens, to be honest with you. And this frame here. Okay, this is a thing. I need from this group, I need an in-between from this to the other key. From here to here, I need an in-between. From here to here, I need an in-between between these two. Here. Breakdown. And then here, and I'm going to add another frame, and this is going to be the next breakdown that is going to connect this dude with the other two. So let's work on the breakdown between these. There you go. Now it works. See, this is something that I tried to show in the previous video. Now this is revealing me only the is revealing me the in the onion skin only the keys. So let me unmark that one like that. I don't like this eye anymore because I really like the in between that I did on this eye here. So I'm going to go straight ahead on that and experience what can I come up with. So let's focus on the in between these two characters first. Let me reduce the onion skin because I don't want it to bother me. I want it to be like a little guide, but I don't want it to bother me. I want to feel the movement of this stuff. I feel this nose should be go up a bit, so I can keep creating a simple arc here. See, it's going up, up, up. Here it should be a bit more up, 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 more up here. I'm looking at the point, at the point of that nose. Ah! Ah! There you go. Oopsie. It's doing crazy weird stuff. So in order to fix this let's just eyeball. I was going to draw on top of this to track the points, but I don't want to. Let me go frame. Oh, I was not going frame by frame. So it's going down here. This should be up. So up, 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 same point. So here is crashing with an invisible wall when it should just progressively move towards the other side. Come on. Up, up. Boom! Big space in separation, they're bad. Let me move this progressively and then there you go, better. Beautiful. Okay, keys and breakdowns. Let's see between these two mother F's. Arc here. Arc here. Maybe a bit more over here. So arc here. Boomba. Where's the apex of this line? That's also very important to consider. Also, what is the arc of this part of the nose? Look. It's going up here, then down again here. So let's create that arc going up and down here. Then I'm looking at the shapes also. I'm looking at this space here to see if this is not increasing in size. Bam, bam. The spacing here is snapping from boom, boom, there to there. So let's grab this line. Beautiful. It's super hot. See, now it's progressively moving. It's not snapping. Here's snapping. What the heck? Forget it. We're going to fix that eventually. I don't want to get stuck in here. I'm sure that the feature Harry in some minutes will come to that and then it's going to fix that immediately. Dude, no, I saw it. I have to open all of this and maybe also add a denoise effect to this to shut up all the noise that is happening outside. But other than that, this is going to kill me if I don't open that. Let's drink a little bit of hot coffee. So let's go. Oof, now it's more fresh. And then awesome. Mouth will be something like this. This line here is going to start pushing this mouth up. Awesome. This line should be something like this. Boom. This line is going to inflate, move like this. Awesome. This ball here is... No, okay, so I have to delay all of these frames. This one will be here. This one will be here. So I can add some frames here to inflate that ball. And you know what? I can go there and inflate that ball even more like this. Yeah, I'm going to do crazy stuff there. And oops, no, I like rolling between this differently. Something like that. Beautiful. Well, maybe now I change my mind. Now I want this to start melting that way, and that is how how we go to that other shape. So this shape starts and then melting that way. There you go. Now the eye, what the heck is this eye going to do? Is going to go up. So zoom. Awesome. This line is going to be like this. And now, before going crazy with that eye, I want to feel like it's like that's the feeling that I want. So I might need to add more frames here in this on this eye going before going crazy. This is snapping too hard, this shape here, so I may be tuning a bit more. Let me see how this looks like with bam. Oh yeah, I have frames before this. So yeah, it's cool. I can design this shape there already with this thing going up. So I can do something like that. I can open these lines like this. There you go. Pua, pua. And this head of this dude is going to go back in an arc over there, which is something that I'm going to do in a minute. And then I need to in between this, to be honest, I'm going to cheat a bit here and move this stuff. I'm looking at the arcs here. Look, here, 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 here. So it's like a mess. So instead of this dude going super down like this, I want to do something different. I want to just go like that. So in order to do that, I have to move that lip up too, so I can keep the same amount of volume on the teeth. Here, this comes like this. Awesome. Cool, 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 cool. What is happening with this arm? Just going to get inside of the body like this. Awesome. This belly, what the heck is doing? I think this line here could perfectly be here, and I can in between towards that line. It's moving too crazy, this thing. Yes. So I also have to consider the length of the line, which was moving already too crazy. So here I have a point, here I have the other point. Okay, track here. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's normal. Here we have here, we have here. So I can go like that. Yes. So you just have to connect these two and being aware of where I'm going to put that apex. And this apex will be here in the middle. This line, actually, I think it could be larger. There you go. Let's look at how this crescent looks like. Perfect. I will add more in betweens later, but it's working well there. We're going towards that position there. This leg is going to get here from here, so that's something, another thing that I have to consider. So I can foreshorten this. I can make some foreshortening here. See? I need a C here in the top, a straight here, and this line will still be straight here. And this will be something like this. So it looks like it's foreshortening and going and coming on top of this. And I can add these extra volumes here, so it feels like is a mass is going on top of these. So all the tracking that I did on that point was for nothing. Now here, I want this blob of the butt to come to life and start touching with the other blob and merging. So I want to give life to this blob, and it's going to be something like this. There you go, something like this and like this. Maybe all of this towards the front. And this is going to start having contact with the other bot and start merging between each other. This leg comes from here to here, which is the arc that I'm giving to this thing. The arc is going up. Or I can make an S like this. So from here to here, I'm going to go like this. Not only that, maybe I can drag these like this. So I can have, when I curve those lines, everything, all of this feels in movement. Yeah, going that way. Or maybe these two. Okay, this one is going to connect with this one. Maybe these two can connect between each other. These two have their own thing. These two have their own thing. And this line here, I want to make this smaller. I think I can do something weird with that on these frames. So I can do something like, yes, I want to do something like this. So it feels like it's sucking these between each other. So from this, going to this, and then maybe I can go to this. Awesome. And Butt Morphing here. See how this moves from place to place here? It's super even, it's almost like it's staying on the same place. I'm going to move these lines. Do I have a shift and trace? No. Okay, yeah, it's a in between mistake here. So from here to here, I can connect here. I'm gonna make this even gross. There you go. This can continue moves. This can still continue moving forward. This is like a wave, like that. Yes, sir. There you go. Maybe I can one line these with this. Interesting. Cool. This butt could be more here. I want to feel the arcs of these. Perfect. I don't even I just drew that line like crazy. So there you go. I'm making sense of everything right now on these in-betweens. Here this leg is going to move up. Boom. We are going to delay this like that. I can even delay this bot is like stretching there or melting there. There you go, it's melting there. So I want to feel like this is part of the bot that is melting too. So I'm using my keys as reference for the design, but I'm not letting those just stop me for all the craziness that I can find during the process. Cool. So from here, this leg is moving up. I'm progressively turning these pieces to this other keyframe. We're having something like this. This could be a bit more like that, so the spacing is properly working. This piece can start moving up. Awesome. And this can also starts going like that. Oopsie. I can move that line a bit, turn that C curve towards the other side, and push this towards that side also to feel like it's having some force that is pulling this shape up and sliding that shape towards that side. So I'm using the CSI tools as tools as tools to just represent these movements. There you go. Boom, boom. I feel I'm losing volume here. Could make this bigger. This hand here is also having an arc. So I'm doing something like this. This line could be a C because it's going up and we're having that force pulling on that line, making that line curvy. Awesome. What the heck is happening here in this? Okay, this negative space, I'm going to reduce this negative space into something like this. Awesome. Cool. I think that negative space will change eventually. But right now, I'm thinking about other stuff. Now here, this head moving up, up, back, and then towards the front again. So let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's make an arc here. I can delay this part of the leap with an S, for example, like this. And start spooling these up. Like this. And then closing that leap eventually on the other frame. I think I'm adding too much volume here. Boom. I think this volume of this mouth is increasing comparing to this, yes. So let me move this down a bit. Awesome. Now line will move that way. Some saliva there. Boom. Boom. Let's go. Let's stretch these shapes a bit. Let's stretch these shapes. There you go. I can stretch this like this. Boom, boom. I'm looking at the negative space of these triangles. And also keeping the volumes of those negative space triangles. We're going down here again. So from being up there, we could be like gloop, gloop. We're going up and down there. There you go. Not too much overthinking. If this is not working, I can go back again into this and troubleshoot all that stuff. An arc with these. And these will be something like this. This line could be something like this. Awesome. Now a lot of stuff happening here. Let me just simplify my life and move these tongues close to each other so I can in between super fast here. And to have a shape closer to what I'm supposed to have here. Yeah, it's working. Now this line here is it's moving too much all over the place, so I have to fix that. This line also. Yeah, now it doesn't move too much. Awesome. Cool, so let me now redesign this negative space. into something like this. Now all of this already covered all of this part here. Yeah, that's the white part of the color. Awesome. That's why I'm adding just a few lines to have all of this super clear. Now I'm seeing like this thing is going to be like fra fra fra. So I feel like from here to here it's going to go something like this. So I can also move that shape towards the front. Let me taper this shape a bit more. This could move in an arc that way. So we start having all of these blobs, all of these liquids going around. This line is doing some crazy stuff. Let me make that more stable. Beautiful. Then from here it could be like dragging and then going like this and then pew, going up like that. So yeah, those are things. Those are things that I will eventually start adding, but just adding these frames here and these breakdowns allow me to just imagine the motion and then eventually put more frames in the middle. So this apex of this head is going to slowly turn from here to here to here. I'm also tracking the volume from this point to this point. From this point to this point, I'm losing some volume, so I'm moving this up. Everything looks better right now. Oopsie. You know what? Straight line there. Now we are stretching that hair. Nah. There you go. Now I'm tracking or I'm looking at this negative space here and I'm going to animate that negative space, and as a consequence I am animating the shapes, each individual shapes, by looking at the bigger picture. So I'm not seeing lines moving, but I'm seeing the volumes moving here instead. Beautiful. I don't like too much this frame, to be honest, but we're going to find a way of liking it soon. Let's see what we have. Awesome. It's coming there. It's coming together. So, see? Zoom. Now, how many frames do I need here? Wow, this takes time, dude. This takes time, but this is the only way. So little by little, I am adding more frames. Little by little, I am completing this animation. I am working keys, breakdowns, keys, breakdown keys. I work first keys. I'm adding breakdowns, and then I am in betweening. So yeah, I've been working this a little bit loosely. Like for example, design the keys first, then I wanted to be in between on this dog that folds, Then I went back to work on breakdowns. Then I started working on the in between for the first half on these two dudes, and then I start adding more breakdowns between these two characters, and that's taking time. So in the next video, I can go and in between all of these from here to here, and then in between these from here to here. So yeah, there you go. And guess what? Now from here to here, I need to add another breakdown because this will be in between. I need to add another breakdown of this dude being pulled here by the butt towards this dude and morphing. So there you go. I added some in betweens. I added some breakdowns. And I'm not following a structured process right now because I'm having fun, and this is the result of having fun. It's looking cool. It's looking cool. Nice. There you go. 51 minutes. This is already a long video. So this video is only about in betweening, being fast. It's like in betweening, like playing Call of Duty. And as you can see, if I was never looking at my keyboard, that's wasting a lot of time. I already organized all my keyboard into having all the shortcuts that I need on a specific part of my keyboard, so I don't have to look. All my hand is at the same place during the entire workflow. And if you would like to have the same keyboard shortcuts that I have, or would like to know more about it, let me know. Send me a message, send me a comment, contact me through Instagram, send me a DM through Instagram. Mr. Henry, I would like to have your Call of Duty your Call of Duty shortcuts, and I'll send you my Call of Duty shortcuts to animate super fast without looking at the keyboard, which is a combination between all the keyboards that I learned from one of the mentors that I had that I learned to animate in Toon Boom, and also one of the animators on the 3D workshops that I was looking at. That this animator worked on Destiny, and he was super stubborn and not wanting to change his keyboards into his feature animation keyboards into the video game keyboards until he saw other animators around animating like crazy fast, and he was like, okay, tell me about your keyboards. And they just configured the keyboards in a specific zone of the keyboards, so you don't have to watch, and everything is close to each other, so you just do this with your fingers. And I feel like playing Call of Duty. So this video was all about in betweening, having arcs, being able to bring roundness in the movement of those arcs, and not only that, also being efficient with my keyboards, and working really, really fast. Even though this animation takes a lot of time, we have a lot of pieces to animate. This takes time, but this is the process, and this is behind the scene of how I approach traditional animation, in-betweening in traditional animation, a morph scene. Hope you like this, and again, if you would like the shortcuts, send me a message, send me a DM, and I'll be able to send to you and also explain to you how it works. Amazing. So yeah, I combined both my Toon Boom mentor and this mentor that I saw on this 3D workshop that I was doing. I just copy all of his shortcuts, and I merge both into the Toon Boom shortcuts that I have right now. More information, send me a DM.